Let's see. Paula Deen. Paula Deen. So Paula Deen, if you haven't watched Tallulah's Tarot, watch Tallulah's Tarot, first of all. She did a reading. I requested for Paula Deen. Because I live in Florida, in the Panhandle, and there are were two Paula Deen restaurants. During the summer, I went to one of them. Great experience. Had great food, the whole thing. And this was during the tourism season. Tourism season here starts spring break. So whenever spring break hits, that's when all the tourists come out and, so forth and so forth. So, Paula Deen has a restaurant in Panama City Beach in a place called Pier Park. Pier Park is basically the hub for all tourists. Everything's there. They got anything you think you might want to eat. They got all kinds of shops from Earthbound to Victoria's Secrets and Nike. Everything is out there, right? They even have a Ferris wheel. And the other place people visit is called Destin. Destin, Florida is like 30 miles or so from Panama City Beach. And so, Paula Deen has a restaurant in both places. Now, the article said that these were franchises, which means she doesn't necessarily own. She just has her name on and she takes a percentage and whatever. So, Phoenix Entertainment and Hospitality is the name of the company that is running these restaurants. And so they decided that it was time to close down. Now, here in Florida Panhandle, everybody pretty much runs off of tourism. Tourism drives the entire economy over in here. I used to work for a store here in the Panhandle, and I mean, you cannot imagine. I mean, I guess you could, but how many people come to this area? Like, it's from everywhere, from Idaho, from Texas, from Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, because they're all right here. But man, all to go to the beach. That's pretty much what they're going to do. And, they come and anyway. So it's huge around spring break to start of school. That's the huge tourism time. That's when you can make all that money. So Paula Deen's restaurant opened in between that time, but it has now since closed because once everybody goes home, they take all the money too. So then the economy slows way down. Even Christmas is not really big around here like that, except for the big box stores like Walmart, Target. So was this the plan? Because they didn't tell the employees. The employees came to work one day and they got their final check. Some of them didn't even get a final check, but they didn't get checks. They got paid in cash. Nothing was taken out, said, here's your cash, sign this paper, bye. And so some people said they seen warning signs, but they couldn't say anything because they would have been wrote up. So was this the plan to just open for the tourism months and close? And if so, why didn't you tell them that? Why didn't you tell them this is a temp job? We're going to basically open for the summer and then close down. Because they closed in one day. Just one day, boom, they were done. And the people went to work and they don't have their 401k. They don't have anything they signed up for. They don't, nothing. They just have no job now. Christmas is around the corner. Ain't that nice? So Phoenix Hospitality and Entertainment. Was this on purpose? Was this the plan all along? Emperor. So those in charge is what we're starting out with. Crossed by the King of Fire. So not only is there a parent company, but there is so this is the Paula Deen company. And then this is the Phoenix Entertainment, or those who are pulling the strings. King of Fire is usually my person for leadership, but so is the Emperor. So now we're talking ladders here. Now we're talking CEO, president, type of thing. Temperance. So this is your partnership, joining, working together. Page of Fire. So now we're talking messages. Was this on purpose? Like this was the plan, right? Communication. Interesting. Because you got two leaders. You got working together. And then you got tons of messages and communications. But is any of this pertaining to employees? Like, you talk to each other, but what about them? King of Air. So now we're talking, there is a man, this is someone in corporate America. So this is probably, because I met the manager. He was there when we were there, and Paula Deen was actually going to be doing a book signing there in the next couple of days after that. But, we don't give a damn about Paula Deen, so it ain't like we were trying to stick around. We had some shopping to do. But here is someone in the corporate parts, and then this is the manager of the restaurant. So y'all had communication. Y'all were working together. I wonder if this manager even lives in Florida, or does he travel around and do this? The fear is the work. Here's the employees, the day-to-day people, the Eight of Pentacles. In the environment is the Nine of Fire. So this is the work you put in to throw up this structure. And, well, the structure's already there, but to throw up this restaurant and then close it overnight. Your hopes to a fire world of possibilities, basically moving on. And, yeah. The Page of Swords. This is done on purpose. This is what they do. This is what they do. Five of Water. There is a turning back on something, turning back on those who helped, those who are now stuck with the Hangman. So yeah, this was the plan all along. Tell people that. That way they know this is a temp job. I mean, you making plans, for future paychecks or something, and then all of a sudden, you have no job. Well, that sucks.